Good evening, folks. Dr. Papa here, sporting my new snowboarding attire for the rest of the winter. I'll be back in my normal Dr. Papa attire after the spring comes, but right now I'm staying as warm as possible. So with the new industrial update, I wanted to show you a couple of things regarding underlings and helping to control them. So with things like the coal underlings, silver underlings, those that produce metal, or the forest underlings, all of those work within a 13 by 13 area. So if I put this coal underling down here, he can put his things a long ways away. So then he's got to run get them. So one of the things that we can do is, let me pull the coal out of him once he collects it. Okay. And use my little pitchfork. No, he got some more in there before I caught him. He just does not want to go back into hiding. That's all right. Got him anyway. All right. So now one of the things that you can do is you can tuck them right next to these connectors and make sure that there's nothing within 13 by 13 areas around them, and they will do their mining right there next to them. So every time he pops up with a new coal, it's going to be right next to him. Now, this is a furnace that it's getting coal, but that's not going to do us very good to just do coal. But what we can do is we can stack up a couple more above and then put our silver underling out there. And because they're stacked on top of each other, they're not going to conflict with each other. They're each going to be doing their stuff right side by side and pumping the stuff into the industrial furnace. You'll see that I am now doing the silver in here. However, the problem comes up when you start wanting to do more than this single furnace here, because these underlings, they're going to want to keep doing next to them, so you need to control them. So I did a bit of experimenting, and the way I controlled my underlings is I used some glass blocks. So we are going to take and put around these underlings glass blocks such that they have a single block right next to them where they can work, and then they don't have any other blocks where they can do stuff besides what I gave them. So we want to control above and below. So I'm using glass so that you can see what my underlings look like in there. All right, and then block in this guy. And I'm going to have to do some more at the front. All right, go ahead and take that out. Okay. Let's finish blocking these all the way in. All righty then. And now you can see they are controlled to only building their blocks right next to them inside the glass cube, and they can't put it anywhere else that might take them too far. It might make them drop, etc. There's no way for them to hurt themselves or stop doing production. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important because here in Caris Galadon, where the elves live, They don't want a whole bunch of industrial stuff showing, so we have to hide it from the elves. So over here in my crafting tree, we'll show you what I did with being able to control those ores. We go over here, and you can already see the ores flowing through, but let me show you the detailed stuff down below. And this is my set of furnaces that are doing all of the they're doing all of the silver, iron, cobalt, gold, all of the metals that need to be smelted by the furnaces. They're all coming in here. They each have their own little coal guy so that they can get their stuff. Now, I'm getting much more coal than I need to run these things, so I'm going to pop in here periodically and just strip the excess coal out. And then that way I've got coal for other things, but I don't have to worry about ever running out of coal for any one of my furnaces that are working on the industrial stuff for the elves. Oops. When I was initially building, it looks like one of the underlings got a couple of coal things over here on the side that I missed. So all of these are controlled. They can't do that anymore. I've got torches down here so that you can see the type of work that went into this. And I showed you in the one item how it's going. And then it's all coming in here into a chest that I can use right next to my furnace and my forge. Any metals that I need, they're just going to continue to be collected in this area. Now, naturally, you can do the same thing if you have a deep enough under area. If I really wanted to, I could go do some trees down in the bottom and have them come up to a bundle. I don't have that need in this particular area, but just a way where you can keep your industrial out of sight, out of mind, and still collect all of the materials that you need. This has been Dr. Papa. It's been my pleasure to show you kind of a unique twist on how to do the industrial. Have a great evening.